brother.
Okay. Different fathers?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So how old was she when you were born? Are you the oldest, youngest?
I'm the oldest.
You're the oldest, so you were the firstborn. Okay. So how old was she when you were born?
15, no, 16.
15.
It just, as I was growing up, my mom always told me, my mom always gave me a hint that my father wasn't my father, and she told me exactly who my father was. I would just be doing so much and running, and it just really dawned on me. It's the man that my mom was underage when she consumed me. Anyone who'd have been older than...
Okay, y'all, buckle up because this tea is piping hot. So get this, Jay-Z has been avoiding a paternity test for years, and not just avoiding it like a maybe later thing. No, he's been running from this test like it's the plague. We're talking full-on dodge and disappear mode. But now, oh honey, it looks like the truth is finally catching up to him. So the alleged son, Ramir, he's been battling this in court for over a decade. A decade, y'all. And Jay, instead of just doing the test and putting it to rest, he's been tossing around money and lawyers like confetti at a rich people's party, trying to bury this thing deep. But plot twist, a judge just gave the green light on Ramir's case, and now Jay can't run anymore. He's got to face it. Finally. But listen, that's not even the juiciest part. Reports are coming out about Ramir's late mom and the age she was when she allegedly got pregnant by Jay-Z. Let's just say, if what they're saying is true, it could be exactly why Jay's been shaking in his designer boots all these years. Because here's the thing, Jay's name has been thrown around before in conversations about him being with women who weren't exactly adults yet. And this whole situation with Ramir's mom, it's only throwing gasoline on those rumors. So now the big question is, what's really going down behind closed doors? Like, if Jay is so sure Ramir is lying, why won't he just take the dang test and move on?
I don't do interviews just saying, hey, Jay-Z, give me your money, or I'm coming after Jay-Z for his money. I never did that. I'm not that type of person. I'm not trying to make nobody seem like a bad person or nothing. I'm just really coming out here for the truth. I don't want no money or anything. I wasn't looking for none of that. I just want to know the truth. And if I can't go to the courts and get the truth, like, what is it really, what is it? I just really want it over. It's something that's really affecting my life, and I just want it over with.
Let's break this all the way down because this whole saga, crazy. Ramir Satwait has been claiming Jay-Z as his father for what feels like forever, but instead of stepping up and doing a simple DNA test, Jay's been allegedly pulling all the strings, using money, power, influence, you name it, to stop Ramir's case from even seeing the light of day. And people are noticing now, like it's starting to look real suspicious. If Jay has nothing to hide, why spend all this money on top-dollar lawyers instead of just taking a 5-minute swab test? It's giving guilty, and fans are starting to side-eye hard. But guess what? The tables just turned. Ramir finally caught a break. The judge gave the go-ahead for the case to proceed. Yup, Jay-Z is now legally required to respond to the paternity suit. Now people are wondering, what's the holdup? Is it really about money? That makes zero sense because Ramir's already 32, meaning there's no back child support to collect. Others say maybe Jay's trying to protect this squeaky clean image he's worked so hard to create. You know, loyal family man after all that cheating drama with Beyonce. But honey, this might be darker than anyone imagined. Word is, Ramir's mom was only 15 or 16 years old when she got pregnant. Phew. So, let's rewind. The case hit headlines back in 2015 when Ramir filed a paternity suit with help from his godmother and legal guardian, Lily Coley. In those court docs, Ramir said his mom, Wanda, had an affair with Jay-Z back in the 90s. Lily, who's a paralegal by the way, claims Jay-Z and his attorney came in hot with false info, which ended up getting the case dismissed. But Ramir, he never gave up. In 2018, The Sun dropped a bombshell. Ramir filed more court papers, accusing Jay-Z of using his celebrity status and wealth to avoid taking that test for over 8 years. And this is where the rabbit hole gets real deep. Ramir kept getting shut down in court because apparently someone told the judge that Ramir's biological father had already been found. But plot twist, The Sun got a copy of Ramir's birth certificate and guess what? No father listed. Then things took a jaw-dropping turn. Court documents revealed that some people who were supposed to be on Ramir's side were actually working with Jay-Z's legal team behind the scenes. Messy. In an interview with The Sun, Ramir was like, "Look, I've been denied a fair hearing all because of legal mistakes and shady backdoor deals." He said, "Jay-Z is supposed to be a role model for the black community. He's always shouting Black Lives Matter." Well, then tell the truth and take responsibility. And y'all, Ramir said if Jay isn't his dad and nothing happened with his mom, then why not just prove it? Ramir also shared something heartbreaking. His mom Wanda told him Jay-Z was his dad when he was just 8 years old. She said they hooked up in 1992 at Jay's aunt's apartment in the Brooklyn projects. They used protection, but it failed. And that was the last time she saw him. She never even had a way to contact him again. By 2010, Wanda's health had gotten really bad and Lily took over custody of Ramir. Lily's convinced Jay is Ramir's real dad too, and she said Wanda was just 15 or 16 when she got pregnant. But hold up, it gets worse. According to that 2018 lawsuit, Jay-Z's lawyer allegedly had Wanda sign legal documents while she was in the hospital recovering from a coma. They replaced Lily's name on the petition, without her knowing. And of course, the court threw the case out again. But then, things took a straight-up dark, dangerous turn. After the case got tossed, Ramir and Lily went on Hip Hop News Uncensored and dropped a bombshell. Ramir was shot after filing charges against Jay-Z.
Shot at. Somewhere in September, he was in the parking lot with other people near where he's at living now, and out of all the cars there, his was the only one shot up. So we believe that was a nexus or a connection, I believe, between the case and what's going on, because it was around the time.
And it didn't stop there. Lily said around the time Ramir filed the lawsuit, strangers were showing up at her home, trying to scare her, like full-on intimidation tactics.
We want to try to make a difference with the Pro Se Act or the Legal Abuse Act, bringing new legislation and trying to sit down at the table with the lawmakers to make a difference. In addition to the fact, because, you know, like you said before, Mr. Carter might not never do anything, and I'm sure he probably won't, but it ain't about him. This is about the system allowing things to happen that were very agreed and put our lives at stake in some regards. So I just wanted to say that, and that's what another reason why we were still going to the criminal stuff for the second time. This time the prosecutor's office locally did get involved, but everything is slow moving and things are happening, and you know, it's corruption going on. It says in New Jersey that if the person who resists to take the test is presumed the father. That's what the law says. Here in New Jersey, anybody who don't want to do it and go away from doing it or prevents from doing it is presumed the father. So right now, he's presumed the father. He's not even alleged.
She even said, this isn't just about Jay-Z. It's about exposing how rich and powerful people twist and bend the legal system however they want. Just when Jay probably thought he buried this whole mess deep enough that it would never see the light of day again. Guess what? Ramir came back swinging. His case finally moved forward, and the timing couldn't be more intense, because Jay-Z's name popped up in that Jane Doe lawsuit against Diddy. Yup, that one. The one that had everyone side-eyeing every powerful man in the industry. Ramir saw the hypocrisy right away, and he was not staying quiet about it. So let's back up. Jane Doe accused Diddy and Jay-Z of doing the unthinkable, raping her when she was just 13 years old. Yeah, you heard that right. And in Jay's public response, he went full PR mode, all about how he lives by very strict codes and honor, and how protecting children is his #1 value. But Ramir wasn't buying it, not even close. He clapped back with his own statement, basically saying, if Jay-Z really cares about protecting kids like he claims, why is he out here dodging responsibility for his own? Ramir said, if Mr. Carter values honor and protecting children so much like he claims in that letter, then he should step up and be transparent. But instead, he keeps avoiding and deflecting. And honestly, that statement hit hard. Now here's where it all gets even messier. Ramir has filed a new lawsuit, but this time, he's not just going after Jay-Z. Nope. He's suing the New Jersey court system and multiple judges. He's accusing them of working with Jay-Z behind the scenes for over a decade to make sure all his paternity cases got dismissed. Y'all, this is huge. In the lawsuit, Ramir's lawyer claims Jay-Z lied under oath. Specifically, Jay said he didn't own any property in New Jersey, which is important because it made the court believe it had no authority over him, so the case got tossed. But Ramir's team says, hold up, they've got receipts, literal property deeds and tax documents that show Jay-Z did own property in New Jersey. So why lie? According to the filing, Jay used his money and connections to manipulate the legal system. And that manipulation, it kept Ramir's earlier cases blocked, buried, or flat out thrown away. But that's not even the scariest part. The lawsuit also says that after Ramir started talking more publicly about his story and the injustice he was facing, someone shot at his car. Let that sink in. He was literally being targeted for speaking out. And it doesn't stop there. Both Ramir and Lily say they were followed by mystery people around their neighborhood. Cars would pull onto their lawn at 4 a.m. in the dead of night, strangers lurking. This stuff is straight up out of a thriller movie, except it's real, and they both believe this harassment was connected to Jay-Z's people. Now y'all tell me, how wild is this? Because we've got everything in this story. Alleged affairs, underage pregnancy, power plays, shady court dealings, backroom betrayals, and literal life-threatening situations. And the one thing that could clear it all up? A simple DNA test. So what's Jay waiting for? If he's so sure he's not Ramir's father, why not just swab and move on? The more he fights it, the more people are starting to think, maybe, just maybe, Ramir's been telling the truth all along. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Is Jay hiding something? Is Ramir finally about to get justice after all these years? Drop all your thoughts in the comments, because this saga is far from over, and trust me, we'll be watching every single move.